Mike DePalma, Channel Development Manager with Datto, and today we're going to walk you through a disaster demo. We're going to show what happens when your system is impacted by ransomware and show you how you can get your business back up and running. So downtime for businesses is inevitable, right? And while most businesses think that these downtimes occur because of fires and floods and tornadoes and natural disasters, the main cause of downtime is end users. It's you guys. It's somebody within your business clicking on an email they're not supposed to, going to a website they're not supposed to, right? Clicking on a hyperlink that leads them to a site that's going to infect their network. This is the real cause of downtime. And we're going to show you what a ransomware attack looks like. But before that, I want to take a step back and talk to you a little bit about what ransomware is. Now, the genius behind ransomware is they're actually not stealing your data. All they're doing is encrypting it and holding it hostage. And the reason why this is genius is because now they don't care what your data is. Right? They used to only be attacking these large businesses that had data that was valuable to them because they could sell it on the dark web, whether it's financial information or personal information. With ransomware, they don't care if you're a Fortune 500 company or a one-man nonprofit. They know that you can't operate without access to your data, and they know that you will pay to get that back. And while you read stories about the city of Atlanta or large hospitals or universities that are attacked, the real folks that are most vulnerable are the small business community. Right? They're going to attack the small businesses at a higher rate because they know that for the most part, they're not protected and they can't absorb that downtime. So they're more apt to pay. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this over to Miguel, my sales engineer. He's going to walk you through what a disaster looks like on the ransomware side and how you can get your business back up and running if you were to get hit.
Good morning, guys. My name is Miguel Caban, and today I'm going to take you through recovering from a ransomware attack. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open up this file here, and I'm going to open up my invoice. I'm going to go ahead and run this application, and now I have ransomware on my system. So how do I recover from this? How do I get past this particular screen? I can't really do much here. It's asking me for a payment. It has a countdown timer here that lets me know that basically how much time I have left before my data gets deleted and when they need a payment by. So how am I going to get past the screen again? So let's take a look. Let's talk about data recovery. And I'm going to take you through our Cirrus interface, which is Datto's flagship solution for business continuity. So I have ransomware. I can't really do much with this information, right? Let me go ahead and pull up the UI of the device. And what I'll do is actually be able to recover the last good version or the last backup that I took of that file before the ransomware attack took place. I can recover it directly from this appliance. So I'm going to choose my 2012 server here, and I'm going to choose File Restore. I'll choose my most recent backup. And then from here, I can actually access this directly through the interface of the appliance. So I'm going to click on the web share link here, and then I'm going to click on the C drive. And because I know exactly where the file is that I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead and go into my users folder. I'll go ahead and click on admin, and then I'll go ahead and click on downloads. Now I can grab the original version of that file that we were looking for without the ransomware attached to it. So January invoice, and now I have a good file here that I can access and I can continue to work. So this was just a simple file restore. What happens when your entire system goes down because of ransomware? How do you recover from that? That's a much bigger situation to be stuck in. So it's basically the same process, right? So let's go ahead and take a look back at the restore page here. And now, as opposed to doing the granular file restore, we're gonna go ahead and bring up a local virtualization. So what exactly does that mean? That means that we're gonna bring up a virtual instance of that server that we've been backing up. The only thing is, as opposed to running it on your existing hardware, we're going to be running it on the local Cirrus appliance. So again, I'll choose my 2012 server, I'll choose the local virtualization option, same idea, I'll choose my most recent backup. And then once I get to this page here, it actually allows me to assign specific resources to the VM, so things like RAM and CPU. And then I also have the option to continue backing up this VM so that way I don't lose any new data that's coming in while we're fixing whatever the original problem is. So once I go ahead and hit Start VM here, it's going to boot up in usually just a couple of seconds, so we can get most systems up and running within about 10 seconds or so. And the idea here is that we want to minimize how much time we spend or how much downtime there is within your business. So if I click into the little thumbnail window here, my machine gets booted up and I can access it directly through my browser here. And that's how we would make sure that we provide the business continuity that you need to make sure you don't take a loss. But that's pretty much it, guys. So at this point, I'm going to hand it back over to Mike, and thank you for your time.
Now you see what it looks like, right? The next steps you should take is let somebody come in and do a network assessment, right? Get a second set of eyes and take a look at, are you protected? Do you have multi-layered approach to that protection? I would seriously suggest you reach out to a managed service provider in your area to get one of those set up. Make sure your business is protected. Thank you for watching.